Welcome to another episode of my life. In today's episode, that's the boy. I haven't been down to Kings in ages. In today's episode, it's gonna like a full week of eating. You know, you go out on a Saturday, you want to have a good time, you're worried about your weight. What do I do during the week? Don't worry, Tom's got you covered. Should be an interesting episode. As you know, I've started powerbuilding. I'm into the deadlifting now. I do bench press, I squat. I've got some squat shoes. Got some squat shoes. I've never had any wrist straps. I've never been one for like actual, but got a package from Tough Wraps. So we've got some wrist straps, and my elbow sleeves and knee sleeves I don't really like. Just like, I'm very OCD with colours, and it was just a bit narrow. So I got some all black Tough Wraps. I think they were sold out of the elbow ones. So I think these are the knee ones. But these wrist ones in particular, they're the black and white ones. They're very, I can't remember what they were called, but they're fucking tough, mate. And I got benched today, so I'm looking forward to it. I was kind of racking up a bit of weight on it last week, and I was like, oh, my wrists are a bit, just like racking it. You know when you rack quite heavy, you go, oh God. So these are like, Christ. These are very tough. Oh my God. I can't remember what these are called, but they're like the extra firm ones. Fuck. So I'm going to wear these today. I am spending way too much money on coffee in the morning. So yesterday during my Tesco shop, I said to myself, let me just pick up some coffee and we'll run with that for the week. I'm very easily influenced as a buyer by positioning of products that are centered, that are bright and say new and exclusive. So I picked up the Pret one. It's very nice. I've already tried it, as you can tell. I've done a few takes. It is nice though. It's got quite a sweetness to it. As I mentioned in the previous clip, I want to give you some options. Look, like the girls on a Saturday night or a Saturday, there's a lot of brunching at the moment. I like a brunch, me. What you'll find with brunches is it's a combination of bottomless drink and food. I mean, that's a double whammy of calories. But like I said in the previous scene, I want to give you options. I, at the moment, am in some form of maintenance phase. I'm tracking my weight. I've been hovering around the 95.5 to 95.6. You can't see that because of the screen. That's just how I track my weight on MyFitnessPal. And it's nice because it gives you a lovely visual line of how things are getting on. But I'm consuming around about 2,800 calories at the moment. Been a bit lax on the weekend, but every time I wake up on Monday, I'm around about the 95.5, 95.6 kilo weigh-in. So for this Saturday, for example, if you are in a maintenance phase and you know that you're going out on Saturday for a booze and a lot of food, you've got a couple of options. On the day that you go out, so Saturday, for example, you can really pull back your calories, which is what I tend to do and have done in the past. If I know I'm going out for a drink and getting some food, I'll wake up, I'll train fasted, I'll have a very small breakfast, a protein shake, then I've got around about 2,000 calories to play with in the evening. Or if you want to keep on the same sort of caloric intake for that day, you have the option of Monday to Friday, pulling some calories down. So as I've just shown you there, I'm consuming 2,800 calories per day at the moment. I'm maintaining around about 95.5 to 95.6 kilos. That's on 2,800 calories. If I know I'm going to go and consume anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 calories on Saturday through drink and food, for example, Monday to Friday, I can bank some calories. So Monday to Friday, I'm consuming 2,800 calories a day. If I drop my calories down to, say, 2,600, that's 200 calories, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've just banked 1,000 calories for Saturday's extravaganza. There's a couple of options there. This week, I'm going to go with, I'm going to stick on the same calories. I'm going to check my weigh-ins, and then on Saturday I'm going to pull back my food. Enjoy the video. We're back from Tom's Butchers. I inquired about Christmas. Apparently doing a lovely beef Wellington. They're taking orders next month, end of August. I said sign me up. So we got some premium unsmoked back bacon. I'm just going to trim these and use the medallions. They're doing a deal at the moment where you get bacon, sausage and eggs. So I said, what's the lowest fat sausage they do? And it's the traditional pork one. So we can use them for maybe chuck in some chicken, have some pasta chicken sausage. And then we've got some eggs, 6 fresh free-range eggs, very large. This is 180, and I've still got 2 left. Usually I get about 150 from my normal eggs. Perfect. Breakfast is served. I prefer the table being here to over there. Egg white omelette, 2 bacon medallions. We've got 50 grams of oats with some blueberries and raspberries and a square of dark chocolate, and 20 grams of whey as well, the Perform Blueberry. The Perform Blueberry muffin whey and oats is really nice. We have 125 grams of some sourdough. There was no seeded bagels today, so I resorted back to the sourdough, a bit of honey, some banana and peanut butter, and 2 Rice Krispie square bars. Nice big breakfast before half body A. Okay, warming up on 120 just for one. Dan said last week that this week he wants to try a 125 to 130 for the top set and then keep to 120 for the 3 sets at RPE 6. So I think we'll go 125 for this top and then work back down at 120 for the 3 sets. Squats and bench done. We had some relatively heavy pressing movements during our prep and off season, so the jumps on the bench aren't as high as I'd expect or aren't as high compared to other movements. So for example, I haven't fully back squatted since 2012 back in the Lewisham College days with Luke Johnson. So I'm seeing bigger jumps and more adaptations in terms of strength on those particular movements that are like a novel stimulus almost compared to ones that we've been sort of training. You know, we haven't been training the bench press per se, but we've had pressing movements, but nonetheless still feeling strong. We are 6 and a bit weeks post show now, and I feel like I'm kind of coming out the other end in the sense that when you run or have ran anabolics from up here and you wait for them to clear the system, you kind of have that little dip where you're like, you're just kind of shaking off the cobwebs almost. I feel like I've passed that now and I'm back on the up in terms of progression. And I was saying to Gigi on the members site, the first video on the members site, that the influence is far greater in terms of the effects of the influence of like sleep, for example. If I have like a poor sleep back in the bodybuilding days, I didn't feel it was as noticeable, but now if I have like a poor sleep, the session I'm going into, I feel like a really big effect. I had a good 8.5, 9 hours sleep last night. Squats felt good, bench press felt good. We're on to some dumbbell Bulgarian split squats now. Post-workout, fantastic session, one of my best sessions. Squats felt nice and strong. Back home for a mango chicken salad. Look at that for a salad. I don't play food. Paprika and onion chicken seasoning is very, very nice. And we just got some reduced, be good to yourself, honey mustard. Honey mustard dressing. Beautiful. Podcast time. Kick-off sessions with Darren Lee. #1 podcast, #1 careers podcast in all of Ireland. I'm conquering Ireland and I haven't stepped foot. I haven't even stepped foot in there yet.
I think if you just accept that the next 3, 4, 5, however many years, you are going to work like a dog and there's not going to be much balance. I think if you truly want to get to a position whereby you can have that financial freedom and you can have true balance, I think you need to be unbalanced to begin with. I think, because I think it's very, very hard to step into any industry, you know, and it's the same with bodybuilding. If you want to be a high class competitor, you can't at the same time be going out on a Saturday and you can't be eating this and eating that. And that goes for business as well. It's no difference. So I'm not going to sit here and say, right, guys, you know, if you want to have a nice life and, you know, as soon as you finish college, just work a little bit here, but also go and see your friends. Yeah, sure, it's sustainable, but is it going to get you anywhere? You know, it may take you, that particular route may take you 30 years to get into that financially comfortable position, or work like a dog for 5 years or
Very good podcast. Very good podcast. Tonight to dinner, we're having some fresh linguine. We've got 200 grams of chicken being cooked. We've got garlic, onion, spring onion, make a little reduced fat, creamy pesto sauce, put it all together. Lovely. Mmm. Motherfucking creamy. Creamy pesto chicken linguine. I'm more excited about my carrot cake cream with the new honeycomb granola though. So I'm gonna eat this, walk gunner, chill out. And then we'll have the new Kellogg's. Last one of the day, we've got our carrot cake creme. So I perform carrot cake whey protein, 20 grams with 200 grams of Greek yogurt. And this is the new honey nut, crunchy nut honeycomb granola. Got it from Sainsbury's. And I also picked up these, which I've already tried. I tried them in the car. I mean, when I say they may be quite possibly the best cereal I've ever had, these are like mini Kinder Buenos. So I'm gonna have them tomorrow pre-workout. And just to hit the carbs, hit my carbs, I've got a couple of slices of sourdough, some honey, a little fruit, and have a cup of tea. This isn't like a first time taste test review, I've already had them. I caved within about, I think it was less than a minute, because Joe said they're amazing. So I opened the box in the car. This is the first time I'm having them with milk. Well, almond milk, by the way. No sugar almond milk. It's the best cereal I've ever eaten. Categorically. They're like mini Kinder Buenos. Like Crave, but on some next shit. And the good thing is they're quite sickly, which stops you loading up. Do you know what I mean? 50 grams. I just took away my granola. Today's Tuesday, a really good session. Half body B. Really, really good. But same food for breakfast, same food for lunch, same dinner. The only difference this evening is I've pulled my granola away and had 50 grams of this instead, which has saved up some fats, which just means a bit more peanut butter on my bagel. So that's how I usually work. Tomorrow is a rest day. So we've got sort of like a functional fitness HIIT session in the morning, 300 calories. It's Wednesday, therefore it's functional fitness day. People still don't get cameras, do they? Like, I don't think we'll ever get to a time where people can grasp the whole concept. Wake me up! I don't think we'll ever get to a time whereby people grasp the concept that what I do makes money. Like, it's very weird, isn't it? Like, the whole bringing a camera into the gym is always met by... Although I said this to Josh yesterday and Joe, that I think the BBC have somewhat had an influence on giving the people the ability to have the confidence to now film themselves in the gym. I like to think that anyway. Adam Collard inspired functional fitness today. 2-minute work, 1-minute rest, 5 sets, 20 calories on the bike, max dumbbell cyclist squats. I'm gonna do abs to begin with though. I'm training abs 3 times a week, with resistance, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. In between Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, body weight. And today we've got 300 calories cardio, so we'll see how we get on. I'm gonna open up with some rowing. Good session. Get a load of this for a slutty breakfast. I mean full on British sausage patties, 12 grams of fat, slut. Gonna have one of them, an egg, 2 bacon, bagel, rocket, cup of tea. Oh yes. Perfectly spherical egg. Using, I honestly don't know where I got this from, but it's, what an investment. Makes everything, like nice little stack of pancakes. 536 calories that for meal number 1. Working with 38 protein, 47 carb and 22 grams of fat for our first meal. God, bodybuilding's just so weird now. It's so toxic and it's so corrupt, isn't it? Fuck. Imagine if you worked at McDonald's, right? Imagine if you was a McDonald's worker and you went into Burger King. You didn't even eat. You just went into Burger King and you sat there and took a few selfies with some friends. And that, what you just did, could potentially jeopardise your career in the fast food industry. Bodybuilding, you new to it? Come in. Oh, it's great. Fucking hell, honestly, I feel so sorry for some of you that have to brown nose and arse lick. And then you got people like me, their own island. You need people like me, so you can point your fucking finger and say, that's the bad guy. Get away from it all, mate. Be your own island. The FitX Expo on Saturday was fantastic. It was lovely to see a few familiar faces, also to see the Insight team expanding. It was fucking brilliant. Walking around the corner and seeing everyone, I thought, this is good. Being part of like a fucking squad like that. Individual called Callum came over and said the only reason why I got a ticket was to come and see you. I thought, do you say it to all the girls? But he works for POM DNA, which is a brand new start. I respect that. You know, I respect the fact that he's networked. I honestly admire the hustle. But I've been very interested in doing something similar to this. I think Josh Bridgman did one a while back. Joey D did one with bulk powders. I think it's quite a common thing for companies to do now, which is kind of get a better understanding from like a performance and nutrition aspect. So we'll take the swab today, we'll send it off, and then once the results are back in, then we'll go through them. It might be quite nice to see, you know, what's going on that I may have not understood. This is not paid, by the way. Not paid, not spawn, not ad. He just came over and I said, you know what? I respect it. Let's go for it. So I'm going to do a swab. Ugh, another one. Been to Marbella twice in a few weeks. I've had about 8 of these down my throat. But like I said at the start of the video, Sunday shop for dinners Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday shop for dinners Thursday, Friday, Saturday I have a little takeout, or I'll go out with the boys and get some food, for example. But one of my favourite run and gun meals, chicken stir fry. Could have some prawns in there if you want to. Mums, dads with kids on the go, PTs, hectic jobs, highly nutritious, good food. All you need is some egg noodles. Get fresh egg noodles, not the packeted ones. Fresh egg noodles, better macronutrients and better nutrients too. Get some mixed veg stir fry. Usually like Co-op, Sainsbury's, Tesco do a deal where you can get the stir fry, the noodles, and like a meat sauce and a sauce for relatively cheap. So I'll chuck in the Thai spice, seven spice, little splash of soy sauce, a little bit of honey. There you go. Highly nutritious, satiating meal. Very, very tasty for under 500 calories. 444. 42 carb, 4.6 fat, 55 protein. Perfect. Gonna eat this now and then I'm gonna head to Tesco and get some carbs. And I'll tell you the reason why. Right, we're back. I checked the weather. It's gonna be a warm one tomorrow. So we didn't want to go 2-piece. It's too much going on. But it's safe. Reese have got a few rascal numbers at the moment. If anyone's into this sort of 3/4 zips, Reese have got a very large array. Went for like a navy because I've already got some trousers. So if it's proper warm, we'll go shorts. I'll pick these up from Reese as well. They're like a stretchy fit. As it's slightly more cash, I've got 2 different style navy trousers. One's more like a suit trouser and one's more like a kind of stretchy fit with the almost like the ribbed waist that you'd get with like a tracksuit bottom, like from the preview ones, for example. So we'll see if it's proper hot, we'll go shorts. If it's we'll go trousers, and then we'll just wear the mallets. And that'll be tomorrow's outfit. Okay, so the reason why we're carbing up now is because the way in which, like, basically my protocol for a day when I'm going out, so Saturday I'm going out, or if I'm going out for some food on a Saturday night, for example, I'll fast in the morning. So tomorrow's session will be fasted. So we're essentially doubling up now on our oats, doubling up on our bagel, having some easy to digest protein just through the Perform Way, banana, dark chocolate, and a couple of Rice Krispie squares. These are the cookies and cream ones. I don't know if anyone's had these. They're very, very good. Can only get them in my corner shop. I can't get them in Tesco or... Actually, they were in Morrison's the other day. They're very good. So the way in which we'll structure tomorrow is, well, I'll go through with it. I'll go through it tomorrow with you with my morning coffee. New blend going down. Blend number 3. What on earth? Okay, let's see how good my coffee snobbery is. I think this is new to the site. Coffee mod blend number 3. I've had number 1 and 2. I'm just a bit out of sync. It's very zesty, that. It's a very robust coffee, but it's can almost taste like a lemon peel. I like it. So, the reasons for carbohydrate loading yesterday, as we mentioned before we went to bed. On the day that I go out, the day that I meet with the boys or having a drink, what I like to do is load up on food the previous day to allow the first portion of the day to train fasted. And that limits the amount of meals I have on the day, thus saving some calories for alcohol later on in the evening of the day that I'm going out. So what you'll see is a slight fluctuation scale weight. Obviously, we went from 2800 calories to around about 3.2 to 3.3, so an additional 500, 400, 500. We essentially just pulled breakfast from today into last night's meal. We'll wake up, black coffee, get some steps in, we'll go and train, then we'll just have probably 1 meal because we're going out around about late lunch. But in terms of how that affects scale weight, I'm tracking my scale weight at the moment on my Fitness Power. You can do it on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, and it turns out quite a nice graph. We are kind of hovering between the mid 95 to low 95. So at the beginning of this video, I was 95.6, down to 95.1, 95.3, 95.1, 95.3, 95.6. Slightly higher this morning because we had some food. Now that just gives you an indication of how scale weight can fluctuate, even in a maintenance phase. It's very rare, even when you're maintaining, that you're going to be a consistent sort of like 95.5, 95.5, 95.5, because you have day-to-day stresses, bowel movements, you may have more calories expended in a certain workout. So at the moment with my training, I have got some quite heavy taxing sessions, which therefore would mean I'm burning more calories, which in turn may see a drop in my scale weight going into the next day. So what I don't want people to do on a maintenance phase is to see them go from 95.6 down to 95.1 and thought, oh my God, I need to go and eat now. What you'll probably see is you go into a rest day and that food consumption on that day will bring scale weight back up. What you need to kind of understand when going through maintenance phases is the bigger picture. So what I'll do is I'll look at my G sheet and I'll see my weekly average weigh-ins, not my daily, my weekly, and what you'll see is the fluctuations between weekly are very, very minimal. I'm talking 95.5, 95.6, 95.5, 95.4. The fluctuation in a weekly average scale weight is probably about 0.1 to 0.2, but on a daily across the week it can be higher and it can be a lot lower. That's just a little insight into why I backload some food. This is going to be a big vlog, this, so I'm going to start editing it now. Then we'll go and train, come back, and we can talk a little bit how to reduce the hangover. What supplements can we take? What can we do to reduce the dreaded hangover? Right, whilst the chicken is cooking, post-workout chicken, a little bit of cucumber, mango, tomato dressing, baby leaf, that's it. A couple hundred calories, leaves the rest of the day for food. If I want to have some food later on, for some booze, what do we all do? After we've had a booze, we get fucking pizzas and we get chicken and chips. So it's just playing it smart, just playing it a little smart. In terms of hangover reduction tips, your main priority should be on the day of drinking antioxidants. So I'm gonna have a big fuck off bowl of fruit. I've got some kiwi, I've got some blueberry, blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to put your strips in on the day out as well. White's Beaconsfield strips, 30 minutes before you go out. I've got some blueberries, raspberries, kiwi, got some mango. The more antioxidants, the better. Additionally, vitamin C. I usually have 1000 meg per day, every morning, and 1 serving of glutathione. On a day of drinking, 1 serving in the morning, 1 serving before you go for a drink, and when you come back after a booze, another serving. What else does alcohol deplete? Serotonin. A couple hundred megs of 5-HTP is cool. Couple hundred megs of vitamin B6 as well. I like a B complex, and of course hydration. If you do 4 litres of water a day. Try and get it in before you drink. I'll do 4 litres. Before I go and drink, I try to get that 5 in. And then I have a load of water when I get in as well. That's about all for hangover reduction tips. I'm going to have this chicken salad, get ready, and go and see the boys. Outfit. We went Reese shorts instead of trousers. It's warm. Mallets, Reese shorts, Reese top. Let's get Uber and get out of here. Changing. This particular angle doesn't do my nose any good, nor my receding hairline, which is caused through genetics, not anabolics, but anabolics may have exacerbated the receding hairline. I'm going to end the video there. I hope it's proved somewhat beneficial. At the beginning of the week, I wanted to give an insight into if someone is going out on a Saturday and wants to enjoy themselves, what we can do in the week in terms of it. Basically, it was just a video to show how you can eat good, look good, go out, train, and have a fucking social life. And I think we've managed to do that. Have we not, Gunner? Good, exactly. So just to backtrack a little bit, just to recap for those that have skipped. On a Sunday and a Wednesday is when I do my food shops. So my breakfast and lunches tend to stay the same on most days, and my dinners rotate like twice a week. So Sunday I'll have dinners for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday dinners for Thursday, Friday, and a portion of Saturday. And on Sunday and Wednesdays are my high fat days, so I tend to when I get some red meat in, for example. But how that correlates in terms of scale weight, this week in particular, I woke up at 95.3 kilos. So last night I went for a little booze, went to Frank's Cafe up in Peckham Rice. Nice up there, not bad. It's quite hipster, quite dungaree, quite Carhartt. Then we went back to Beckenham. And in terms of scale weight across the week, we started on Monday at 95.6, 95.1, 95.3, 95.1, 95.3, 95.6, and then we finished on 95.3 today. So we're kind of averaging around that mid 95 kilo mark. And we'll pretty much continue to do this sort of similar setup, and I want to do more content kind of surrounding this to come. Obviously, we've got the new Flow website coming very soon, which I'm excited for, kind of just getting some content laid down so that when it does open up, there is some videos for everyone. And yeah, we've got quite a heavy few weeks coming up. We've got the streets next week. There may be Soul Town. I just booked tickets. I booked Park Life. I don't know if anyone's going. I think quite a lot of you are going. I put it on Insta. Park Life Sunday tickets we're going. But I think we're going up to Manchester on the Saturday morning and going for a night out in Manny on Saturday. Festival Sunday. Travel back Monday. What else have we got going? I'm sure there's a few other events as well. I do want to get in an Ibiza trip. I'd love to do a little Ibiza trip just before the year ends. But we'll see. And then we'll see how the physique is looking. And going into Christmas, November, we're going to do a little 4-week Santa shred, just so we can enjoy ourselves around Christmas. But just living life at the moment, enjoying it. Feel good, man. Feels like it's been a bit of a disastrous year. Not disastrous year, but just one of them years. Hey, Gun, we've come out the other end, my friend. Anyway. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Gunnar. Much love.